Oh,
Okay.
wow.
All right. We're good.
Okay. Welcome to our virtual meeting of Way of the Storms. So attendance, Rachel, can you just jot down who is here? I can also. Okay, perfect. Our March minutes. Oh, girls, I didn't even print these out, so they're just in the Google Drive.
I approve.
Okay. I believe Miss Holder is on, so she might have a principal report for us.
Hey guys, thanks for being flexible. Sorry about the weather stuff tonight. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Really, I just want to kind of update today. We had our first preliminary field day, just trying to gather information since everybody's new, just to kind of get that organized. So we should have more information coming out in the next couple of weeks for that. And then we'll also, we have an awards committee that's going to meet, and we'll be able to make sure we send out all of that information as well. So thanks for your flexibility. It's just taken us a little bit longer trying to make sure we know how things were done in the past so that we can, make sure that we keep all those memories and traditions going. So we should have all of that out. And then Harmony is where second and third grade parents can get their iRead results. So Mr. Hancock was uploading that. I'll have it in the newsletter. So everything should be there by Friday. But if you didn't get a call or an email from us, then more than likely your child did pass. But we have contacted all the families to talk about next steps if they haven't. So, but I'm sure people will want to get on and see, how their kids did individually. So anyway, I just wanted to give everybody a heads up. That is it.
Perfect. Okay. Lauren, Treasury report.
All right. So we started from the last meeting, we had $13,056.57 in the bank account. And then we did donut with a grown-up. So we did some reimbursement checks. We paid for the donuts. But then the event was able to be pulled off between the sponsors and any donations and the raffles. They threw that entire event for $12.43. So that's
awesome.
And then we had a bunch of random deposits over spring break. We had a Kroger's reward check that had came in. We had the 2 Zaxby's checks that I'd gotten at the last meeting. And then we had some spring carnival sponsorship checks that got deposited. So that bumped up our account a little from the donut event, which was great. And then we paid out a check to Diverse Woodworks for signs for the spring carnival. And we started doing some shopping for Teacher Appreciation Week. We have some secret gifts that are in the works, so I don't want to say what they are. I don't think there's any teachers on here, but just in case. So we went ahead and made a purchase on Amazon. And so we have our ending balance at $12,581.51.
Ooh. I do also have our next Zaxby's check.
Okay, did we ever get the first ones?
No.
Okay. Or second.
Okay.
Do what?
Rachel? Or the second one.
Yeah, first and second. Last time I talked to Carson, I got the will check on it. He thought everything was caught up.
Okay.
But he gave you the third one, right?
We had the third, fourth. And they came.
But he gave them to you, right?
So we don't have November or December's checks.
But so you got the other ones from Carson, right?
No, they come in the mail to the school.
Okay. I know you guys were like basically stalking him, and I thought that you had got them from him.
No, the other ones have come to the school.
Okay.
And so, we'll try to recheck on that. But I do know this current check was just over $300. I think it was $306. So that's fabulous.
Yes, it is.
Okay, funds request. We do have one fund request this month that is for after prom in the amount of $400. So that would be junior and senior classes at after prom. And it is for the Money Machine Cash Cube rental. And Leanna Magner is on, so she can maybe tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, thank you. We are planning to rent one of the cash machines, like where you go in and it has the stuff flying around and you collect it. We're going to use Monopoly money. And then based on how much Monopoly money they grab, they'll get a payout of cash that they get to take home.
Sounds fun.
Okay. And $400 is the total cost for that rental?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'll just go ahead and fill everybody in because I have the paper, but it did say that the after prom committee is fundraising for the event in totality. Like all of it is coming from donations.
Yes.
And that they are also hosting a golf scramble on Sunday, April 6th. Do you have a rain date for that? Because it's not looking for you.
No, we do not. And I think it has
Mhm.
rained every year that they've had the golf scramble. So
Okay.
I guess they're used to it by now.
Yes, I guess they'll work around it.
We also have
And
the Glow Run fundraiser that is scheduled also.
that's April 18th.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
And I think we had 75 participants signed up.
Okay.
Oh, that's all? I'm sad.
I
I'm
know.
getting ready to sign my family up as well. I just haven't done it yet.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Leanna? Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the funds request
Second.
for after prom.
I'll second.
Okay. All of those in agreement? Aye. Anybody opposed? I can't see you, so you'll have to speak up on some people.
Just say your name.
Yes, if you
Call
oppose, just
yourself
tell me your
out.
name. Okay, that funds request has been approved. Leanna, I will get this information to Lauren, and she will get a check to you.
Okay. Thank you all very
You're
much.
very welcome. Sorry, girls, I'm writing things down for 225. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, board positions still open. President, vice president. If you know anyone who is willing to take on the role, there are definitely people willing to help. I know. I'm not going anywhere. I will still be around. And will be able to help if anybody wants to step up and take care of that role.
And same, I plan to still volunteer, but yeah.
Meredith, was that your hand I saw up?
Harry.
Okay, event recap. I have Donut with a Grown Up. As Lauren said, after sponsors and community support for that event and the raffles, which were amazing. It only costs $12.43, which I think is fabulous. I felt like there was a great turnout. There were lots of donations, and we saw lots of families, which was nice to see.
Mhm.
Spring Carnival, Rachel Booby is this week. She is ready to rock and roll. Rachel, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll into Saturday, and I'm gonna have a great day, and adult beverages will be partaking. It's nifty.
I hear you're getting out of town on Saturday, so
I am
yes.
on Saturday. Fingers crossed. Please pray for no rain because I'm going on a birthday trip with a 10-year-old, and yeah, it's fun. Anywho, Spring Carnival. We sent out some more information via Parent Square today. Teddy Bear Mobile will be there. You can still purchase Teddy Bear Mobile on site. You just won't get the custom t-shirt. We have Duck Dogs food that they have like a little mock menu that we put on that flyer as well that Jessica made.
Jordan made it.
Jordan made it. Thanks, Jordan.
Nice.
Face painting. We forgot to add face painting,
Oh.
That'll
but
be a nice surprise, though.
every person there will be able to get their face painted. Kids, hopefully first. Adults, please wait your turn. Anyways, it is a free face painting. So they do not have to have the passport. They can go ahead and get it. Just something that is an additive to the event to where they can just come in and just Get the face painted. It may not be the extravagant like things we've seen on like the Heritage, the lady that comes in and does the whole things just because we are limited on time. So, just a couple, 5, 6 designs, I think is what she's bringing. So you just put on your cheek. Fun, cool, great. There are just a couple spots left on the Sign Up Genius. So if you know of any parents, grandparents, high schoolers, student council, we can get those filled. That'd be great. And yeah, come on Saturday.
Yep.
I have another
And don't forget the
question.
silent auction. So lots of events, even if you don't want to come down and play the games, if you have, grandparents, aunts, uncles, anybody that wants to come look at the silent auction, like that is open from 6 to 8.
What time are we calling the silent auction? Like, I know last year we had like a dedicated time that was so people could wait and watch. And then like we called it and it still gave us enough time to like cash everybody out.
I think 7:30 is what we did last year. Does that sound right?
I think so. But it was that last portion is very hectic for me because people just like start throwing money at me.
Okay. That being said, would it be better if we call it at 7:30 and that last 30 minutes is hectic while the games are still up? Or do you want to call it like 7:50?
I'd say earlier because the line does it does back up.
Yeah.
Especially if lots of people pay with card, it takes me a little bit longer because I have to manually put in the card numbers and do math to add the percentage to it. So
would it be easier, Lauren, if we had a card line and then I can put Tori on a like cash or check line? That way we can have two going?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yes. I feel like last year, the people that were paying cash would just like start like handing it to someone.
They would just throw it down and then they would leave. Yeah.
And then they would leave and I wouldn't have any clue what it was or who was paying for what or if it was the right amount because I was so busy trying to like make sure I was putting in numbers because like when I do the card number, you have to do the card number and their zip code and all that stuff. So
I am going to ask Paul for some extra Wi-Fi codes. Like I'm going to calculate the number that we need and then I'm going to add a couple extra and say like we need this many so that if we do need to add somebody else onto the Wi-Fi, we can do that.
Not to interrupt.
Yes.
But apparently with the free version of Zoom, you can only have a 45-minute meeting and we have 9 minutes left.
Oh, nice.
Well, good news is we have Teacher Appreciation Week, May 5th through the 9th. We have some plans going in works for that. And one of the items has gone out to the teachers and staff because it is a personal item that they have to order their size. And so I have already gotten a couple of those back today. It just went out yesterday. So I'm excited that we'll get all of those turned in time. And yeah, we are hoping to meet next week to hammer out dates as far as what activity or event will be happening on which day of that week. And so then we'll have a sign up genius as far as like parent volunteers to come in and help and like items that we may possibly need.
What was that, Mandy?
No. I said it was muted the whole time.
You were unmuted.
Now you're muted. And also, I had a message just to clarify. I think Rachel was talking about her trip on Saturday, but just to make sure, the carnival is on Friday.
Yes. The carnival is on Friday, April 4th, from 6 to 8.
It's going to be great.
Yes, we are going to have fun. Does anybody else have anything? The last few minutes.
Yeah.
What was that, Terry?
Terry's running for president?
No. My wife would divorce me. So the other thing is that was brought to my attention today, we may need to do an end of year thing on the 23rd.
Yeah, I didn't bring that up just because I haven't gotten back with Miss Holder about that. And so I want to work with her and you until we finalize what we need to do.
Okay, so we can talk about that at the May meeting?
Yes.
We're going to need more information from the high school. We've got to make sure that what their final count is and with the cafeteria. So we've got a couple questions to answer before we know if we need to come up with a plan B.
Okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
and so the Derby event that we're going to do at the school.
Yeah.
It's going to be 6 people, and it can be teachers and or a staff or some PTSO people if you want them, and they're going to be 6, and they're going to, after they do the hat parade, they're going to start up by the high school gym and run through the kids, kind of like in a little race to see who can finish first.
What
It's
day
just
is
going to
that?
be
The second.
That is
Derby.
May 2nd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
Oaks
doing
Day.
blow-up costumes?
Yes.
Okay, I will be out of town, out of state, but I have blow-up costumes. So if anybody needs any of my blow-up costumes, let me know before the 1st, because we leave for Florida for nationals on the 1st.
We'll
Okay.
let you know probably this week.
Okay.
And is that when you say run through the kids and the Derby parade? Sorry, again, I'm sorry. Is that inside the hallways or are they outside? Where?
No, inside the hallways, like
Okay.
when the kindergarten come
Kids.
through with their
Okay.
hats and stuff, we'll let them get back to their room and whatever, and then somebody will tell us to start.
Got it.
And
Okay.
we will lightly jog. We won't be running.
We know how competitive you are. Be honest. You're going to be
It will just be
tucking and
fun.
rolling down those hills.
She's going to be sliding around the corners.
Yes. I guarantee somebody will go down. It happens with the blow up costumes. But all the kids will hopefully all have maybe like a piece of paper going, go number 6 or go number 3, you know.
Yes. Yep. Sounds good. I love it.
So that's in the works, but it's going to be before the next meeting. So I'll try to get a message out to Ms. Holder so she can get with any teacher or staff that wants to participate. But we will provide the costumes.
Sounds great. Thank you.
5-minute warning.
Okay. Anything else?
I think there's an April car rider, right?
Oh gosh.
I think so. Like the 18th, maybe. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me
What's the
see.
theme?
Hold on. I've got car rider.
I think it was
sign up
Derby
parade.
themed. I thought it was Derby
Here.
themed.
I thought it was Derby themed as well.
If I can get to it within my 5 minutes.
We could probably start
Just start
a
a
new
new
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is the last thing I have. So, yes, 418. Actually, it says theme to be determined because
Okay.
we have the 5-1 in for Derby and Oaks because we were planning to do that, which has now been moved to 5-2 because of the snow makeup day.
I think it should be prom theme, and you all should all have to wear prom dresses.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
I
I
won't be,
secretly love
but I
that.
love it.
Make it happen.
But I have
Make
an
it
80
happen.
prom dress. But
Make
I
it
won't
happen.
be here. I'm so disappointed.
I love the prom theme. I don't know if the elementary schoolers would get it, but I love it.
If not, you'll just be princesses.
That's right.
We'll come up with a theme and get it out to everybody.
Oh, I thought we decided on prom.
That's fine. 418, wear your prom dresses on the 18th.
Anybody want to go
Even
with
better, 418.
Yeah.
Mark my calendar.
We have that closet. You might be able to borrow one from school.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. There is a closet in the high school. I just
I'm in a meeting.
recently sorted and reorganized of ones that would be available to borrow. So If nobody else has anything, we can adjourn and stay within our 45 minutes.
We have 2 minutes and 26 seconds to hang
All
out.
right.
Everybody have a good night.
Anybody have any questions?
Are we having a 2-hour delay tomorrow?
Oh, wouldn't that be nice to know? I know I got to get my air mattress blown up in my basement for my kids.
E-learning.
E-learning.
No, no, please. That's illegal. Don't bring that up.
That's illegal.
I want to sleep in. I'm not going to sleep at all tonight. I need sleep.
Nobody's going to sleep tonight. Are you kidding?
My son will. He sleeps through everything.
Thomas slept through the sirens Sunday night, and I was like, buddy, you all right? He said, yeah, I didn't know there was anything going on.
Our smoke
Rachel.
detectors went off in our house, and my son slept through them.
Oh gosh.
Rachel, I was texting Rachel the other night during the storms.
Fuck her
No.
down.
No.
Oh, good times had by all.
Of
Yeah.
course.
And nobody's going to want to wake up tomorrow, period.
Hopefully it's an easy
Correct.
night and it all passes quickly.
Yes.
There's no more, the sun cannot come out anymore.
Not promising.
I'm going to
That's
ask
not
a quick dumbing question. Who is Casey? I don't have a last name.
Hill.
I apologize.
Casey Hill.
Ah, is it Casey Hill? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Casey. I should have known.
All right. It's probably going to cut us off any minute.
Okay.
All right.